What's up guys? It's VNR and I am finally back on ESO here with another build video. Today I am going to show you my non-metal Stamblade build for Blackwood. Let's go over the consumables. For the food I'm running Artem takeaway broth. Alternatively you can run bewitched sugar skulls for more mag sustain, lava foot for more damage, or TB's common and thrown if you're broke like me for an Artem alternative. For potions I'm using Essence of Immobility. These make it where you can easily get your burst off without worrying about those pesky old dumpers. Now if you struggle with mag sustain you can use tripods, and if you have the mats, you can use the tech pods. I'll have the recipes in the description. Let's go ahead and go over the gear. On the front bar I'm running the H1 two-hander. Now you could run them all for the ideal damage setup. But I feel like with passives, armor choices, and other things, we just don't need the extra pen. Plus I'm too lazy to farm for the thing. I run sharpen for the pen. I've tried mirroring, and the damage just isn't enough. Sharpen is the only way to go. Gotta poke them to death. Now if you don't have this, in my opinion I'd switch one of the 5-piece sets for Spriggans or Stoons. On the back bar I'm running Clever Alchemist. Now for a while I was running the Master Bow back here, but during lag spikes, especially in Zero, it made it where I couldn't kill people because I was trying to switch back and forth to maintain uptime, so I switched to Clever. If you're an SNM like God, you can run the Master Bow, or other back bar sets of Briarheart, Trickery, Arcase is, Nocturnal's Favor, Morcoldine, Eternal Hunt, Diamond's Victory, and so many more. I've only tested a few of these, because I'm broke and don't have a crafter. Story of my ESO life guys. For the monster set I am running Balorg. I feel like this patch Balorg is a requirement, because so many people are stacking armor for damage reduction, and Balorg lets you just remove it. Plus the extra weapon damage is nice. Ideally you want this in infinite well fitted. For glyphs, if you don't have the gold or mats, just run max stam, but eventually prismatic on everything. And the traits and glyphs will stay the same for the rest of the gear, just mix and match well fitted and imp to your liking. For the chest we are running heavy Clever. Now on this build I tested armor weight combos, and in my opinion, 6 medium and 1 heavy works best for overall sustain and damage. For the shoulders we have Balorg. Alternatively, you could run one of the 5-piece set shoulders here, and slog the Wild Hunt ring, which I do sometimes, especially when there's a lot of max sorcerers or stand sorcerers. For the waist it's medium Clever. For the hands it's Clever. You can switch the pieces around, just make sure your chest, legs or head are the heavy piece. And for the other 5-piece set we're running Essence Thief. I don't see this set used or talked about nearly enough. It's a heal, sustain, and a nice damage boost. Now in Zero sometimes the pool goes in crazy places, and it doesn't have 100% uptime. But the utilities it provides is insane. The stamina return equals about 400 stam recovery, which for me works perfectly because I tend to overextend, or roll too many times, or just run out of stam on those meta builds. It's just an amazing set. Then we have Essence Boots. Now for the jewelry, I run 2 infused 1 swift, alternatively you could run 3 infused or 2 infused 1 bloodthirsty. I prefer the 1 swift for the extra slipperiness. All weapon damage glyphs. If you run a lot of battlegrounds or no CP, I'd switch one infused to a reduced stam cost or stam recovery, but I run it like this and no CP just fine. Now for the skills. On the front bar we have Rally. This is our burst heal, weapon damage buff and stam recovery buff. Keep this up at all times. Then we have Camouflage Hunter. This is a passive weapon damage buff, crit buff, Nightblood Revealer, and minor berserk buff when we flank, which should be 99.9% of the time. Then we have Executioner. It's will and execute. The lower their health, the more damage it does. Surprise Attack. This is our main spammable, and it applies the standard status, plus it's our stun and off balance preg. Then we have Relentless Focus. This is our secondary burst, a 10% crit damage and healing buff, and a pseudo burst heal. For the ultimate run and incapacitating stride. Alternatively you could run Soul Harvest, but with the health recovery nerfs, I don't feel it's necessary. Or you could run Dawn Recro Smitty. It's great for bursting small groups, but I prefer Winket. It's cheap, makes them take more damage, and gives us a bit of sustain. Now on the back bar we have Leeching Strikes. This is a slight heal on major stam sustain. Keep this up at all times. Let the duration go completely for the most sustain. Then we have Shadow Image. To me this is the best skill Nightblood has. Alternatively you could switch this for Shuffle and Reaper's Mark. Next we have Resolving Vigor. This is your main heal, and it's just nutty. But remember it pulls you out of stealth. Next we have Shadowy Disguise. This is an amazing skill. It's an escape tool, a combo opener, and just amazing. Then we have Reaper's Mark. Alternatively you switch this for channeled acceleration, race against time or poison injection, Venom Arrow. All are good, but I prefer Reaper for the extra damage, pen, and heal. For the bad bar ulti I'm running Temporal Guard. It's mostly for the minor protection and the damaged shield. We use this in emergency situations. Otherwise it's just a slowable. Alternatively you can switch this for Soul Siphon for a big burst heal. Or Ballista for big burst damage on a tanky target. Now for passives you want all the Assassination, Shadow, Siphoning passives. Then the two-handed and now. Then all medium and heavy in Ledger Domain. You can get improved hiding, but it's not a requirement. In Fighter's Guild, you want Intimidating Presence, Slayer, and Banish the Wicked. If you use Dawn Wrecker get Skilled Tracker. Inside you get Clairvoyance, Concentrated Barrier, and Deliberation. In Undaunted get Metal and Command. In Assault get Continuous, Reach, and Combat Frenzy. In Support get Combat Medic and Battle Resurrection. And lastly in Alchemy, get Medicinal Use so you can keep 100% uptime on pots. Now for the race I'm an Imperial. To me this is the best overall race, but for more damage you could go Eric or Dark Elf, but you'll have to just enchant. Another option is Khajiit or Argonian. Besides that I can't recommend any other races. Lastly for the CP for the blue tree, I run Fighting Finesse, Mastered Arms, Deadly Aim, and Untamed Aggression. Alternatively you could switch this for Resilience, but lose a little damage and healing. If you're lower CP, get the slowables first, then the passives, starting with the Extended Might with Piercing, Battle Mastery, and Mighty. For the orange tree slowables, I run Survival Instincts, Bloody Renewal, which you could switch. This is personal preference, Untamed, and Rejuvenation. All of these are more subjective and personal preference, so feel free to change them. And again if you're lower CP, the passives to focus are the ones for Roll Dodge and Break Free. For the green tree, it's completely personal preference, but for the slowables I run Rationer, Liquid Efficiency, Steed's Blessing, and Sustaining Shadows. That concludes my Stamblade build for the Blackwood patch. If you made it this far, please like, subscribe, and always leave your comments good or bad. Let me know what you think, and what content you'd like to see. Thanks for watching.